My name's Kareem Candy, and I'm a local jazz artist and educator here in Tacoma, Washington, and I am the director of the Tacoma Jazz Association.
My name is Danny Kolke. I am a jazz musician as well, but also the founder of Jazz Clubs Northwest and partnering with Kareem on Tacoma Jazz Association.
We thought we'd open up with something that we recorded a few years back. My tribute to one of my favorite jazz singers, the late great Dakota Staten. This is called The Late Late Show.
The Tacoma Jazz Association is relatively new, but part of a sister group of organizations that we started. We started a nonprofit organization over 5 years ago called the Boxley Music Fund out of North Bend, Washington, and that's where I live and I'm from. And we have a jazz venue up there that's been supported by that nonprofit for years. We ran into other communities that wanted to do the same thing, it's a member-supported venue. So we started working with somebody up in Bellingham, and then as that model kind of got baked, we started talking to Kareem about, hey, here's how a member-based, member-supported venue works. And so that's what Tacoma Jazz Association is, where Jazz Clubs Northwest became kind of the umbrella organization to help support and do all the logistics for getting these groups around the Puget Sound.
The mission of the Tacoma Jazz Association is to do a lot of outreach in the community in terms of jazz education, as well as partnering with schools to enhance what they're already doing and providing more outlets for students to study and learn jazz with professionals from all over the Northwest and around the country, world-class musicians. We're also producing concerts and bringing these professional artists to Tacoma to do performances where a lot of times they wouldn't necessarily be able to come. So when we partner with other cities, that allows us to bring the best musicians in the world here to Tacoma at a low cost, and it's also a membership-based nonprofit, which allows them to see the concerts on a regular basis without having to necessarily pay full price every single week.
One thing that's really exciting is the work that we're starting to present of the Tacoma Jazz Walk, because that's going to involve more volunteers and more business owners and collaborating on a really fun event to wander the streets of downtown Tacoma and listening to music, and for all ages. It's a great event.
The educational aspect or component of the Tacoma Jazz Association, it's open to everybody. It's open to all ages, it's open to all abilities. We'll find a place for everybody that wants to learn how to play and be involved in jazz and music at large.
Yeah, one thought on that is when we started working with students, it's kind of an accidental thing. It was like, hey, these kids want to learn how to play, so we started doing student groups with them and started doing performances with them. And the mentorship thing was kind of an accident as well, because we couldn't find enough students to play the right instruments. So we hired a pro to work with the kids, and next thing you know, it's like, hey, these guys are hanging out and they're learning all this stuff, and it became this great mentorship thing. It was kind of an accident. And then over time, we noticed that people would start coming out of the woodwork and say, hey, I used to play piano and I used to play trumpet when I was in high school, and really encouraging that, why stop? Pick it up, and start playing again. It's been really cool to see a lot of adult students start picking up their instruments and playing and performing again. It's been really cool, so all ages, yeah. Speaking to what jazz is and all the other stuff that happens as a result of it, we've seen a huge impact in our community built around experiencing jazz at all ages and performing it at all ages. And it's really a part of our community up in North Bend where we've started it. And I can see that happening down here in Tacoma easy. But it's a great American art form. And not only that, it's an improvised music form. So it teaches all kinds of great other experiences to kids that do it. It teaches them leadership and organizational skills. They're thinking on their feet when they're performing with this group. They're doing public speaking, announcing their tunes, announcing the band. They're booking all the stuff that I see my kids do around town now, all that stuff that teaches them leadership and independence and self-confidence and teamwork, that's all part of this art form too. It's a great American art form. And it's exciting to see it grow, and continuing to grow. And it'd be great for it to get a little bit more attention, but we'll keep doing it.